Craig Price confession.
They're chilling. Never before heard recordings. Notorious serial killer Craig Price detailing to detectives how he murdered a family of 3 in his Warwick neighborhood.
All right, so you put the clothes in the attic, you put the knives in the shed. What else do you do?
Live with guilt till I get caught.
Target 12 has been reporting on Craig Price for years, and our investigations have already led to more prison time for Price.
And now we're bringing these tapes to light for the first time as Price may be set free in just 1 year, and prosecutors are looking to keep him behind bars.
A warning to our viewers, some of you may find the audio disturbing. Target 12 investigator Tim White is here now with the exclusive details.
The confession took place on September 17, 1989, inside the Warwick Police Department. Questioning Craig Price are detectives Tim Colgan and Kevin Collins. Also there, Price's mother, listening as her 15-year-old son calmly recalls how he murdered a mother and her 2 children. The tape begins with Warwick Police Detective Tim Colgan reading Craig Price his rights.
If you do talk to us, you can stop at any time. Do you understand those rights, Craig?
2 weeks earlier, the bodies of 39-year-old Joan Heaton and her 2 children, 10-year-old Jennifer and 8-year-old Melissa, were discovered inside their home, stabbed to death.
Craig, I want you in your own words at this time to tell me as clearly and as best you can what occurred there.
Price told detectives he snuck through an open window in the Heatons' home in the dead of night. At the time, he claims he was there looking to steal a VCR, but detectives didn't buy it, noting he went into the house with a small knife. Price says Joan Heaton awoke and spotted Price in the kitchen.
Yeah, and then things just got hectic after that.
What did she say to you when she saw you, Craig?
She didn't say anything. She was just like trying to, like, as soon as she seen me, like run the other way, break the other way.
Okay.
And I grabbed her. What happened then? So I was just like trying to kill her.
In the chaos, Price says Heaton's 2 girls woke up.
Do you remember one of the girls trying to get to the phone?
I don't know, she said, get to the phone, get to the phone. She was just saying that, get to the phone. She didn't say the name, but she said...
Did you remember one of the girls trying to get to the phone?
No, she was just standing at the side of the wall. And I was running back to the window back and forth to see if the police were coming or something like that.
If you can remember, how many knives did you use?
I don't know, a lot. About 6, I think, maybe.
Okay.
Price tells detectives Mom fought back.
Okay, she bit me. You can see the mark right there. She bit me there and I bit her back.
You've obviously heard the confession tape.
Oh, yeah.
What stood out to you about it?
Just his demeanor. I mean, you know, they say lack of remorse. He's nowhere near remorseful, this guy.
Retired Warwick detective Ken Anderson went into the Heatons' house that first day and later was one of the officers who took Price into custody.
And he's talking like he killed these people like it was nothing. I mean, like absolutely nothing. It's incredible.
Because Price was a juvenile, state law at the time meant he could be set free when he turned 21. The law has since been rewritten, but Price has remained behind bars because of a series of violent clashes he has had as an inmate. Now in Florida, Price is awaiting trial for allegedly attempting to murder another prisoner with a homemade knife. If acquitted, his projected release date is November of next year. Why is it important for recordings like this to see the light of day this many years later, do you think?
People have to know, just because he was 15 at the time, he wasn't just some poor little innocent kid that went astray. He killed 4 people. 1, and then 2 years later, 3 more, and 2 of them were children.
Whenever Price's sentence in Florida ends, the Rhode Island Attorney General's office has already asked the courts here to keep Price locked up as a probation violator for his prison antics. A judge will ultimately decide.
Never let this go. Never let this go.
When Anderson and other detectives were in the house that awful day in 1989, they found the killer had covered the victims, Joan Heaton, in a blanket.
Okay, you covered the mother. Do you remember what you covered the other children with?
The rug. The rug.
Okay. All right.
Why did you cover him?
Because I didn't want to look at that.
While Price claims he felt guilty after the murders, he also tried to mislead investigators in that interview. Here's how. He was instantly a prime suspect in the murder of 27-year-old Becky Spencer from 2 years before. New at 6, hear what Price tells detectives when he is asked about that killing. With the Target 12 investigators, Tim White, Eyewitness News.
Now, a Target 12 investigators exclusive, the Craig Price confession.
At 5, we brought you the never-before-heard confession tape of notorious serial killer Craig Price. Only 15 years old, Price admitted to detectives he killed a Warwick mother and her 2 young children.
What did she say to you when she saw you, Craig?
She didn't say anything. She was just like trying to, like, as soon as she seen me, like run the other way, break the other way.
New at 6, it was that same interrogation. Price lied to investigators about another murder he later admitted to.
And a warning to our viewers, some of you may find the audio disturbing. Target 12 investigator Tim White is here now with the exclusive details.
It's hard to imagine, but Price could be set free November of next year. Prosecutors here and in Florida are working to keep him behind bars. That's why, as one retired detective tells me, it's crucial to keep a spotlight on this case. Here inside the second floor of the Warwick Police Department on September 17, 1989, detectives Tim Colgan and Kevin Collins hit record on the cassette deck and read 15-year-old Craig Price his rights.
That if you give up the right to remain silent, anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
With his mother in the room, Price detailed how he viciously stabbed 39-year-old Joan Heaton and her 2 children, 10-year-old Jennifer and 8-year-old Melissa, to death.
So then I was like, oh, what the hell? I ran into like the kitchen. On top of the refrigerator was a knife, and I just killed them.
Price then tells the detectives how the girls woke up and his killing spree continued.
Then what did you do?
Grabbed all the knives and anything that I could see, and then put them in a towel, then in the bag.
Did you get the towel in the bag from inside the house?
Yeah, in the bathroom.
Okay.
And I just put everything in the bag. I even got the garbage bag out of the bathroom. When you found that bag, did you find all Dixie cups and everything in it?
I think they did.
Yeah, that was from their house.
Price claimed he was originally there to steal stuff, but detectives, including Ken Anderson,
I think he was there to kill.
didn't buy it.
We truly believe, a lot of us truly believe, that he was a peeping Tom, loved to look at people's windows.
An injury to Price's hand was ultimately his downfall because it linked him to the crime.
How did you hurt your hand, Craig?
When I was stabbing, I guess I got careless or something. And I stabbed my own finger.
Okay.
Price was then briefly questioned about the unsolved murder of Becky Spencer. The 27-year-old was stabbed 58 times 2 years earlier in the same Buttonwood section of Warwick. Listen, as Price claims he knew he was going to get arrested for the Heaton murders, but then quickly denies his role in Spencer's death.
Glad I got caught for it.
Are you? If you hurt Becky Spencer, would you want to be caught for that?
Yeah, if I did, but I didn't. You'll see when you hear reports back.
He knew he had him for the Heaton murders. Obviously, we had everything we needed. But he probably assumed, and he was right, we didn't have anything. Becky Spencer.
But later that same day, under questioning by Detective Sergeant Dave Hornoff, he confessed to the Spencer murder too.
Okay. This interview's ended September 17th, 12:40.
Price is scheduled to go to trial next month in Florida for allegedly attempting to murder a fellow inmate with a homemade knife. But if he's acquitted, it will be up to Rhode Island prosecutors to get him held as a probation violator, or the 45-year-old could be a free man late next year. With the Target 12 investigators, Tim White, Eyewitness News.